This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Iman Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint.
That's his first personal foul.
And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Here is Rubio after the made shot from Iman Shumpert. Just 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. And it's Wiggins missing. Minnesota on D. Outside Irving. Another miss by Irving.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Rubio outside. Wiggins against James. Here's Towns. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. LeBron is doubled. In the corner, Irving with it. Wide open. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Rubio outside. Here's Towns. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Mozgov passes to Irving. Back to Shumpert. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with the rebound. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clark, he came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And it's slammed in by Garnett. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. That is good. Love's got his first bucket in this one. The drive by Rubio. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 5.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
To the paint. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by James.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Wiggins. Feeds to Garnett. Back to Wiggins. Rubio in the corner. He dishes it to Garnett. Martin from outside. Love grabs the board.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
mean, if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. And Thompson kicks to Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Minnesota leading by 3. Rubio dishes to Garnett. The Cavaliers pull it in. Smith drives in. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Back to Thompson. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Here's Wiggins.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Minnesota on top, up 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Mo Williams out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Rubio the pass to Towns, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Richard Jefferson. And stolen by Wiggins. To the inside. Towns kicks to Martin. Stolen by Varejao. Here's Williams. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Williams has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Cavs. Poked loose. Stolen by Varejao. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Got a piece of it. It's taken away by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Varejao. Love comes in for Thompson. James checked in for J.R. Smith. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Williams. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by LeBron. The drive by Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. Martin with the bucket.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Mozgov. Drops in the layup for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Shumpert's checked in. Here's Irving. Mozgov dishes to Irving. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And here we go. Muhammad heading to the hoop. Pull up Jay. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 6 points for Andrew Wiggins. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness...
Oh!
I'll tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
LeBron right side. Launches a three. Cannot hit. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Martin's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 8. In the corner, it's James. Puts up a three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. LeBron's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Rubio against Irving. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Towns. Great D that time from Love.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
James kicks to Irving. Misses the three.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Irving against Rubio. Down low. Mozgov with the steal. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And good on the basket. Book it.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Wiggins. Kicks it to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Martin. That one wide left. James left side.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2.
All right, target center coming up.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns. And it's Rubio in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Martin. Rubio with this screen on Shumpert. Martin kicks to Rubio. Shumpert with the steal.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And the call will be against Kevin Martin. That is his first foul of the game. Knocked loose. Stolen by Martin.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
And it's Wiggins missing. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Last season for the Timberwolves, it was a struggle most of the season. Young teams tend to do that, but they didn't have, unfortunately, Greg, much luck at home.
You know, they basically limped their way to a league-worst 9-32 record at home. Part of taking your lumps as a young team. Let's see how they respond this season.
You know, not everything was bad for the Wolves at home. I mean, they did have several highlight reel plays and also found their way to the foul line a lot. Biggest free throw differential at home in the league last season.
Rubio outside. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. AG, that's good.
And really, the problem for the Wolves at home is the same problem they had all season. I mean, their defense was atrocious. Worst field goal percentage against at home in the entire league last season.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. On the wing, Shumpert. Here's Mozgov. Up and in on the layup.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Wiggins drives in. Garnett outside. Back to Wiggins. From deep. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Irving attacking. It's tipped. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Shumpert.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Again, Wiggins missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Garnett with the screen for Rubio. And stolen by James. It's deflected. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And the dunk by Towns.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Wiggins drives in. And that one is hammered home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. Nice finish there to put him up in the game. I would be surprised to see him get some more of those touches down the stretch.
Here's Towns. Right through the D for the layup. Towns has got 9.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for the Cavaliers. Williams comes in for Irving. Rubio the pass to Wiggins. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Garnett penetrating. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Williams for three. Shot is off. Tie game in Minnesota. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Cavaliers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Love and Verjao are up front. Amon Shumpert is out there with Williams. And it's Jefferson in at the three spot. Williams double team. Back to Jefferson. Garnett grabs the board. The Timberwolves shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Williams. Connects on the 17-footer. Williams has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Cavs. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verjao. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for Richard Jefferson. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by James. There's the screen. And Rubio kicks to Towns. And the shot is long. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Stolen by Martin. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Knocked loose. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. The finish. And James throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Took him no time at all on that one. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys, right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. There's the double team with Pekovic. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Wiggins.
All
Minnesota calls timeout.
right,
Timberwolves trail. Launched off with the block. The drive by James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one on Norton. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Ball's knocked loose. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. LeBron is running.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Shumpert with the steal. And James throws it down.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. .116 left. Here in the fourth quarter. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Asik inside. And it's Evans in point guard.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And Shumpert kicks to James. That misses off the backboard.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Davis drives in. Outside Gordon. Down low. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Asik's got his first 2 points.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And another miss by Cleveland.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Kicks it to Love. No one near him. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Gordon, the pass to Usher. A baseline J, and it's Gordon missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
New Orleans in the lead. It's Davis with the drive. And it's Evans in the corner. Power down with both hands.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
The Pelicans last season a very solid team rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend, because they just handed him 2 points.
Pondexter kicks to Davis. New Orleans moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Gordon dishes to Davis. No good. Good D by James.
You know, you look at the Pelicans, and it's not surprising, guys, to hear that they led the way or league in contested rebounds. I mean, they fight for every inch of space on the floor, and rebounding is just part of that mentality they have.
Now here's Irving after LeBron James's miss. On the wing, Shumpert. Stolen by Gordon. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And guys, going forward, the Pelicans will need to continue that mentality to grow into a playoff team. They'll have to have a blue-collar work ethic. That means continuing to fight for all those 50-50 rebounds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. Kicks it out to Evans. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Varejao passes to Smith. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
And Holiday kicks to Cunningham. Ajinça with the bucket.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the end.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Pelicans on top. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Williams is out there with Smith. And it's Jefferson in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for the Pelicans. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Ripped away. Cole dishes to Holiday.
Well, let's take a look at where New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. First in blocks, fourth in three-point field goal percentage. And they were top 10 in fewest team turnovers. This team has a number of players that take care of the ball and value every possession.
And that block shot ranking, really something to highlight. Their ability to contest and deny shots around the rim was a tremendous asset defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Varejao. James comes in for Jefferson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Williams kicks to James. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. James has got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
So, timeout call here, the first for Cleveland.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the sixth best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Irving's checked in for Mo Williams. The Pelicans also changing it up. Omer Asik, he's checked in for Anderson. Pondexter comes in for Luke Babbitt. And Gordon subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's James. Can't get it to go. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West. Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Dellavedova from outside. And another miss by Cleveland. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to Atlanta. And it's Evans missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Dellavedova.
Just the late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican management.
And the basket good. Pelicans leading by 3. Evans outside to the middle, and Davis throws it down.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Irving attacking. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And finished off by Davis.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Evans passes to Cunningham. And Davis, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. For New Orleans, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. First free throw is good. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
It's taken away by Smith. Mozgov drives in. Shumpert. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And he's good on the second.
Thank you, Cleveland!
And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Cole. And no good trying to get that one. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And the interior defense has to get tougher here in the second half. He's making them look really bad.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far, just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, and getting it to him is the only hard part, fellas. I mean, once he has it, he's automatic. Forget about it. He can do work down there.
So for New Orleans right now, Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. Evans and Gordon are the guard set, and it's Asik in at the 5, roaming the paint. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Outside for Davis. Now the feed to Asha. And it's Davis missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's Shumpert. Love against Davis. Shumpert dishes to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Pelicans.
Kevin, I've got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in three-point shooting. 8th in scoring. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offenses in today's NBA. And they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Iman Shumpert. Stolen by Asik. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. And the layup's good off the glass. Evans has got 6 points.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals. And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And there's the call on Jefferson. That's his first foul. For the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejão's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Holiday with the three.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Smith for three. Pelicans leading by 4. And here they go. Holiday gets the bucket.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Smith outside to end the run. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Holiday. Shoots. They get the rebound. Here's Anderson. And he dunks it down.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
7 seconds left in the third quarter. And Williams, here we go. For Cleveland, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Gordon. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 6 points. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans on top, up by 10. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the pass to Love. Outside Shumpert. Pulls up. Green for 2 points.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
It's Davis with the drive. And the rejection by Love. Shumpert with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Near the three-point line, it's Love. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Asik's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cole's checked in. Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
And here's James outside. New Orleans leading by 9. Outside, Davis. In the corner, it's Gordon. And stolen by LeBron. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. LeBron is running. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Here's Mozgov. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
And really the focus right now is to stay hot. Not much time left to complete this comeback, so they've got to get it done now.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul. Evans, he's checked in for New Orleans. From deep, James. No good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
That's good. 26 points for Davis.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Evans against Irving. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
New Orleans ball.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. And they double up Gordon. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
New Orleans ball.
On defense, the Cavaliers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Irving drives in. Mozgov kicks to Irving. Shumpert against Gordon. Outside Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Clock at 4. Lets it go. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're behind by 9. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
Thanks, Doris.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for 2.
Marsgaard hits them both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to go. And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instance rate to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
Here's Hushit. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Marsgaard with the bucket.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Davis drives in.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Love's check in for Thompson. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Irving with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Irving for 3. Marsgaard kicks to Shumpert. Launches a 3. Asik pulls it in.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Love for 3. Love with another miss. And Davis, here we go. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. And the lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here.
"19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The dish to Smith. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
The layup missed.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really...
I realize this. I realize this. Respect this here. Check. I'm from where the hammers rung. News cameras never come. You and your man's hung in every verse in your rhyme. Where the was slung. Vanish every summer. Where the blue vans would come. We throw the work in the can and run. Where the plans were to get funded. Skate up the set to achieve this goal quick. faced with immeasurable odds, still I gave straight bets. So I felt the most something and you nothing. Check. I'm from the other side where other guys don't walk too much. And girls from the projects went and said we talk too much. So they ran up the time cause they sought them dudes to trust. I don't know what the they foul just like us. With Z-Ball and Doves are at odds at each other's throats for the love of foreign cars. The catch cases, hoping the judge R&Rs, but most times find themselves locked up behind bars. That all. I'm from where they ball and breed rhyme stars. I'm from Marcy, son. Just thought I'd remind y'all. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice in many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own. Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice in many places, but I'm Brooklyn's own.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Iman Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Westbrook with the steal. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Irving against Westbrook. Irving attacking, and Durant sends it back. Howard down with both hands.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
LeBron kicks to Irving. And that misses badly. Air ball. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost remember that, Greg, the Magic job back in 2007.
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Offline from the high post. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Shumpert. Cleveland the rebound. In the corner, Irving with it. Over Westbrook. They get it back. Love kicks to Mozgov. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal.
Kevin, I've got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. 8th in scoring. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offenses in today's NBA. And they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long. And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Ibaka, no luck. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Andre Robertson comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Robertson. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Out to Smith. Releases. The Thunder pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Jefferson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Tipped away. Here's Robertson. Shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And it's Varejao penetrating. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Shots good by Williams.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Durant comes in for Andre Robertson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Dellavedova's checked in. And Williams, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
Staying out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Anthony Morrow, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Durant in at the power forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. He hits the second from the line.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
They get it again. And there's the call on Anthony Morrow. That is his first foul of the game. James checked in for the Cavaliers. The kick out to Irving. No good on the triple. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Ibaka comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Payne. Westbrook drives in. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
Now here's Shumpert after the miss from Serge Ibaka. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Finished off the break. Westbrook's got 12 points in the game.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Waiters. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
LeBron passes to Shumpert. Back to James. The dish now to Shumpert. 6 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by Adams.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. And Irving throws it down.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Waiters is checked in for Oklahoma City. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And Thompson sends it back.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebounding.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Varejão's checked in. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Ibaka.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
The drive by Smith, and the dunk by James.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Williams dishes to Varejão. Smith kicks to Varejão, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Durant attacking, and that one's good. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Kept alive. Here's Smith. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Durant attacking. Can't cash in from close range.
The defense.
And now the third quarter have to get going. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
LeBron James.
On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving in at the...
Without the woman next to me, guilt is burning Inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Can't you see if I was manipulated? I had too little through the door. Oh, I had no choice in this. I was the friend she missed. She needed.
Now let's get it all in.
We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We'll see Cleveland facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving at the point.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
James with it. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Bogut dishes to Green. Releases. And James pulls it down.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And the rejection by James. They retain possession. Bogut kicks to Green. They double him with James. There's the dish to Barnes. Clock at 4. Poked away. Curry. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Mozgov's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
For Cleveland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Fires from the line. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Now here's Curry. And Thompson kicks to Curry. No good off the back of the rim.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
It's LeBron with the drive.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
And Green gets it to go. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
And good on the basket. Book it.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, this offense is going to be there for them.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in scoring, first in assists, and they also were #1 in team shooting percentage. A very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games.
Offensive rebound. Irving for three. LeBron against Curry. James kicks to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's Livingston. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Jefferson kicks to Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
It's rebounded by Livingston. Pass to Barbosa. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I
think. Kicks it to Ezeli. Here's Livingston. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Livingston's got his first 2 points. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboard. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Thompson passes to Smith. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. And Green gets it to go.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And a jumper in there for Smith. And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Iman Shumpert. Thompson for the triple. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
The drive by LeBron. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars. And Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. The feed to Irving. He kicks it to Love. Shumpert with it. Picked up by Thompson. From the arc. Green with the rebound. Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Warriors trailed by 3. Thompson right side. Pass to Ezeli. Dishes it to Livingston. They set the pick. Here's Barnes. The shot no good. Shumpert with some nice D. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And now, running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Shumpert against Thompson. Passes it to Livingston. He feeds it to Ezeli. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Ezeli's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Andrew Bogut.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution. Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The drive by James, and he gets it to go.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Shumpert. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
They get it again. Mozgov with the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. It's stolen by Green. Golden State moving it around. Curry dishes to Thompson. To stop the run. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Green kicks to Iguodala.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's James. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost plus 15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
It's Curry outside. Good on the shot. Curry's got 7 points.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. And finished off by LeBron.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Cavaliers are shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. Love's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith.
Tristan
Thompson. And the layup is good. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
They get it back. The pass to Irving with 1 on the clock. That's good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Warriors trail by 19. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Irving. And it's Shumpert in the 3. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Mozgov passes to Shumpert. The 19-foot shot, and the jumper is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
It's Thompson off the drive. Can't hit. And Cleveland will come the other way.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Timeout called the Warriors. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The kick out to Irving. Lets it go with a 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Mozgov dishes to Dellavedova. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Thompson outside. Charity stripe shot. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. 9 points for Steph Curry.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
The drive by James. Thompson inside the line. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Irving against Curry. Irving drives in and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Draymond Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Cleveland making a change here. Smith is checked in.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
6 to shoot. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for James. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding...
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
ó. Os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza, deformando o seu rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar do impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhava vocês. Juro, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte, trancada na cela ou numa favela. Medo é foda, João. Pobre menina, sofre de verdade por toda a cidade, ainda mais porque a palavra liberdade é feminina. Cidade luz, guetos, becos e pretos tristes como um blues. Mano, muçulmano, amor, islã. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Mil flor, mil dor, mil idioma, mil cor, tipo índio. Tio por, servos de Roma, frios por natureza morta. Légalité pour mon père, s'il vous plaît. Mil pra mim, mil pro select. Ma révolution é black, noir, check. Em matière, meilleur qu'hier. Ma terre me manque, c'est ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. Com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde mais, verde mais, verde mais. Família.
Père, mère, frère, sœur, ange ou Kaira. Même thème, cri du cœur, genre ça ira. Même refrain qui vient de ces zones amochées. Noisy LSC, zone à noche. Des vies décalées, des années. Que c'est l'alerte rouge comme condamné, d'étaler. S'en aller ou chialer, jamais. Plutôt qu'à l'aide, on entend crier. Pas année, ghetto couleur café. Non, c'est pas gagné. Si tu voulais taper, trop de barons, trop de casaniers qui tiendront baron de plus que ça ira. Ça ira. Se dit le brave type comme le scélérat. Pour le sale, favelas, même sort, même idée. Qu'on s'en sorte à l'espoir, tous fidèles. San Paolo, zona norte. Ça ira. Loisy LSC. Ira. Si. Ira. Oh. Ghetto youth, faut pas stresser. Ici, MC d'APP. Si. Oh.
Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salient. N'empêche que ça ira. Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salient. N'empêche que ça ira.
Every dime is a flavor. We're at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving at the point.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Spates kicks to Curry. Not enough on that one as it misses. Warriors on D.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And stolen by LeBron. Irving's shot is good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Curry. He dishes it to Iguodala. Thompson passes to Iguodala. Clock at 6. Curry kicks to Spates. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's Curry. That time on the assist from Spates.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. Good D by Thompson.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Love. It's LeBron with the drive. That's good. James has got 5.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Shumpert against Thompson. From the stripe. Shumpert, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Kevin, I got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in three-point shooting. 8th in scoring. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offenses in today's NBA. And they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
They saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Jefferson attacking. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Curry, good.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Williams attacking. Here's Varejao. And a missed layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Varejao grabs the board.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Smith dishes to Williams. Can't hit.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shot.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 3. And so far it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
For the finish, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Thompson sets the pick for Smith. And they get it. No good. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. James. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Maurice Space.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. They get it again. Dishes it to Iguodala. Curry passes to Spates. The drive by Thompson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And he gets it to go. Iguodala's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. Pass to Mozgov. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. And there's another one for the Cavaliers. 1:52 left in the first half. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. It's Curry outside. They get it back. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. Williams comes in for Irving. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Shumpert. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Lets the 3 fly. Again, Shumpert missing.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Taken away by Williams. And Thompson sends it back. Curry with it. Williams picks him up. Outside Curry. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
That's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Last downing for Golden State, it was a loss to Portland. Pushing it up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And Williams drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Curry. 8 points for him. And here's Iguodala outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. 6 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Williams. And it is good at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Warriors ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Maurice Spade's out there with Thompson. And it's Curry in the point guard position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Curry.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
No good from Irving. Here's Thompson. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
That's good. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Irving with it. Picked up by Thompson. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Iguodala. 10 points for Steph Curry.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Timeout called, Cleveland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Iman Shumpert. Irving attacking. Goes up on the block. And he drops that one in. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Up top, Curry. 10 points for him. Shoots. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. Tops in scoring. First in assists. And they also were #1 in team shooting percentage. A very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense and you can win games.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for Kevin Love. Irving double teamed. Smith kicks to LeBron. And he recovers it. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. Iguodala gets the bucket.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A different look now for Cleveland. Varejao comes in for James. And it's Williams in for Matthew Dellavedova. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Out of bounds. Cavaliers ball.
A minute 20 left in the third. The kick out to Williams. And there's the pass to Varejao. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
3-on-3. And it's sent back by Spates. Some nice passing by Golden State here. It's Thompson off the drive. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Varejao.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Cleveland shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Jefferson kicks to Smith. Tries it from 19. And he gets it to go. Smith's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Thompson for 3. Again, the miss by Thompson. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. On the court for Cleveland, we've got Mo Williams. LeBron James is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Jefferson, and it's Shumpert in the shooting guard position. Outside for Jefferson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Jason Thompson. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Warriors trail by 6. They get a hand on it. Shumpert with the steal. And then Irving slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's LeBron. And the first one drops.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. It's Curry outside, and the shot is good.
Well, with a dead-eye shooter like him, it takes more than average defense to put a stop to it. It takes great defense, and even that might not be enough.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest-scoring trio in the league last year. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you've put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
On its way from Curry for two. No good off the front iron.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game. And that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Curry. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. He shoots again. It's stolen by Curry. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal.
And he can't get the first one. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them to within 10.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Curry brings the double. And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Irving for three. And it's Speights with the rebound. Speights has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Thompson from long range. No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Irving drives in. That is good. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Cavaliers.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Irving. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
3 points.
The three from LeBron. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. Irving attacking. Here's Mozgov. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach.
The new millennium, Hiram Abiff, gotta watch what I say to you.